Let's set the scene. It's World War II. Hitler's top brass hatch a wild plan. Build an air force out of wood. They called them decoy airfields, complete with fake planes, trucks, and even soldiers. Across occupied Europe, German crews built these elaborate stage sets. Messerschmitts carved from pine, Heinkel bombers glued together, wooden tanks in wooden hangars. All this effort for an air force that couldn't fly or fight, just to fool the RAF into wasting bombs on plywood. The idea diversion. Every bomb dropped on a fake airfield was one less on a real target. On paper it was clever. In reality it was a gamble. Picture a German general, monocle gleaming, admiring a wooden plane. "Ja, Gunther, this is perfect. The British will never suspect." They believed the RAF wouldn't spot the difference from the sky, but they underestimated British wit and their sharp eyes. The Germans poured resources into this grand deception, convinced it would work, but the British were about to turn the tables. The stage was set for a battle of brains, not just bombs, and the punchline? That was still to come. Soon, fake airfields dotted the French countryside, detailed enough to fool a casual glance from above. Wooden Bf-109s lined up, fake hangars, control towers, even bomb craters, all part of the illusion. German soldiers played ground crew, moving plywood planes to mimic real activity. At night, they rigged up lights, making the airfields look busy for RAF bombers. They built wooden trucks and tanks, camouflaged under netting, hoping to trick British intelligence. The goal? Make analysts say, "Blimey, look at all that hardware. We got to hit that place." But perfection was their downfall. Real airfields are messy. Oil stains, tire tracks, chaos. The German fakes were too clean, too orderly. The world's most flammable army was ready. But something was off. The difference between real and fake became obvious to trained eyes. The Germans were brilliant engineers, but not master illusionists. The RAF's analysts were about to spot the cracks in the facade. The deception was impressive, but not impenetrable. The British were watching, and they were ready to respond. Enter the RAF's photographic reconnaissance unit, pilots flying unarmed, high-altitude Spitfires, cameras as their only weapons. Their photos revealed the truth behind the German decoys. At first, analysts were alarmed. Another dozen air bases overnight, but soon they noticed oddities. Planes that never moved. No tire tracks, no oil stains. The camouflage was too perfect. The shadows too flat. No worn paths between barracks and latrines. No real soldiers. The airfields were ghost towns. The British saw through the ruse. They could have ignored the fakes and focused on real targets. But the British sense of humour wouldn't let them pass up a chance for a world-class prank. Instead of just crossing the decoys off the list, they decided to play along. A plan was hatched, one that would turn the tables on the Germans. The ultimate punchline was on its way. The RAF's response, genius. Instead of bombs, they commissioned a special delivery. A wooden bomb, carved to look just like the real thing. Some say it was painted wood for wood, or boom. The message was clear. Imagine the scene. A craftsman building a bomb out of oak. A pilot briefed for a most unusual mission. "Right, Smith, fly over the fake airfield and drop this piece of wood." The pilot soared over a pristine German decoy near Calais. Bomb bay doors opening. Down tumbled the wooden bomb, landing with a dull thud among the plywood Messerschmitts. The Germans scrambled, expecting destruction, only to find a splintery joke. The message, "We know what you're up to." It was a masterstroke of mockery, delivered at 10,000 feet. The British had turned deception into art. The Germans' pride took a direct hit. The war of wits had a new champion. Imagine the German commander's face, expecting chaos, finding a wooden bomb on his fake runway. Months of effort, undone by a single perfectly timed joke. Some historians call it a myth, but the story spread through RAF messes and pubs, becoming wartime folklore. Fact or fiction, it captured the British spirit, defiant, witty, unbreakable. Humour became a weapon, boosting morale, mocking the enemy, coping with war's darkness. The wooden bomb didn't destroy hardware, but it shattered German pride. It proved that sometimes the sharpest blow is a well-placed laugh. Wars aren't just fought with bombs, they're fought with spirit and wit. The legend endures, reminding us that cleverness can win the day. In the end, the loudest explosion was laughter echoing across enemy lines.